regression or involution or reduction of thymus, which is much smaller, and you have much less thymosin production, much less T cell function, and hence your immune system goes down. And that is why I said the elderly population is more susceptible to diseases, because their immune system has gone down. It is not as good as the young ones. Now, to conclude, aging seems to be a multifactorial process, not a single cause which you can pick up. Yes, this is the one which is responsible so far. So it's a multifactorial process. Multitude of often parallel and interacting processes govern the lifespan of an organism. It is controlled by both the genetic as well as environmental. If you have good genes from your good parents, but if your environment is not good, then you don't match. And hence, if you ask me how much credit I should give to my genes and how much to environment, answer is 1:3. If you are endowed with a good genes, but if you insult, if you abuse, then your lifespan will not be as good as your parents. So your lifestyle is much more important than your genes. Even if you have bad genes, I mean to say bad genes, thereby meaning that your parents have not lived long, but you can make it to live long. You can live long if you manage your lifestyle, better lifestyle than your parents. And hence, aging is dependent on interplay of both the inherent, which is born, and the acquired, which is the environment. And you know, I thought I'll keep you this. How many of you remember those 6 blind men story? 6 blind men. Depending on which portion you touch of an elephant, you conclude. Since it's a complex process, depending on your area of research, which way you as a young student, suppose you are a protein biochemist, you are a DNA biochemist, you are a mitochondrial bioenergetics person. So you try to view that phenomenon of aging according to your own expertise. So the mechanism of aging could be genes, could be social relations, environment, which the place where you live in. This is the good one. I thought I must tell young students that a long, healthy life is not an accident. It is not that somebody lived by accident. No. It begins with good genes, whatever genes we got from our parents, but definitely depends on good habits. So if you keep good habits, you add on life to your own longevity. So the right lifestyle can make you live longer than the other one. You know, there are 3 examples which I thought I'll tell you. There's a place in Italy called Sardinia. There's a place, Okinawa, which I mentioned when I started with Okinawa. Then there is a place in California called Loma Linda. All the 3 places, people live longer than their own country. Why? Because these sect or these people, what is common in them? All the 3 places who live longer, what is common in them? They eat moderately. Eat, सारे के सारे लोग ये तीनों जगहों पे कम खाते हैं. Moderate eating. They have faith, whatever faith you have, find purpose in life, and be social. You know, if you have a better social connectivity, you try to that stress management and so on. If you are socially alienated or socially discarded, you have a lot of other kinds of complications. So be socially engaged, and of course the diet which you take depending on your choice. This is a famous person. I happened to be there on that day, was delivering lecture in Keio University in Tokyo. The title of his lecture was Healthy Lifestyle of a 101-year-old boy. You know, he was 101-year-old, this gentleman, and trying to deliver a lecture on his own experiences. He was a professor of education in Japan. He had a lot of ups and downs, which everyone will have. But if you keep your lifestyle in a controlled way, you can add life to your lifespan. You know, how long we survive, say longevity, which is, I thought I'll give you, better expressed as warranty period, biological warranty period. You know, you have medicine, it says warranty period, or buy a goods, and then expiry date. So the death is expressed as expiry date. So all this which we have been studying, we try to ask the query for two reasons. The purpose is, as I said, not to add years into your life, rather add life into your years. As long as you survive with a good health. So virtually health span part of your lifespan should be better. Rather than you live long with disability, which is not the purpose. Purpose is to have better life, better healthy old age, what we call healthy old age. Coming back to the same query which I started with, should we ask this question or not? Answer is yes. And why? Because of the following. To have healthy old age, to increase health span part of your lifespan, and to take care of, purpose is to take care of oneself so that you are not dependent on others. And I'm sure you must have got the message. The message is that today we don't have remedy for this particular field, and hence better to hold the hand of your parents or grandparents which you have, and provide them care, whatever care, because country like ours, we don't have many old age homes. I am now hearing a lot of old age homes where parents are kept there, but in this country we used to maintain the family stature, where the joint families, where you take care of your own elderly. And with this, I thank you most profusely. I'm sure you'll have many queries. You are free to ask. So please, one by one. Maybe he is the first.
Sir, if we are sleep deprived for a long time, does it affect our longevity?
If we?
Sleep deprived.
Okay. He please. He asked a query that if we don't sleep, what will happen? I'll tell you, it might affect your longevity. I'll tell you, as a good biology student, as a biochemist, earlier times, there's a saying, sleep well, grow well. You know, the sleep induces growth hormone. I'm talking about early phases. So sleep is essential to rejuvenate you. And if you don't have good sleep, repeated, not one day you can watch a movie late night and sleep next day, that is fine. But if you repeatedly don't get good sleep for a long time, it does affect your physiology and it's not good for longevity. Next, please. This side. We'll move this way now.
So why does hair color become white as we age?
Well, it's good to ask, but I'll tell you, it is not much with age. There are young boys and girls in even adolescent period they have white hairs. So hair, per se, as a biochemistry, a biology student, hair has a very famous protein called keratin. And if you have a protein deficiency, that could happen. Plus the even amount of which protein you take in your diet. So diet also has influence on graying of hairs. But in general, you're right that as you age, naturally you disbalance your proteins and the graying happens. That's it. Just give that. There is a mic.
Sir, you have told us that Noah was 500 years old when his son was born. How does it possible? Because every person
I got it. तुमने देखा होगा वो it says frenetic search for longevity. The title was because neither you were there nor I was there at the time to factually verify what was there. But these are records which you find in your epics or books or in every society, as I said. This is a documented, those who belong to this sect, these are all documented, I will not say fact, because we have to be a bit diplomatic, but these are documented records. And how to explain, it's hard to do. That is what I said, frenetic search. But why I gave you, because the query which is there in our mind is as old as civilization. Even at that time, these are the records which you can dig out from somewhere. Anything else? Not this. Please.
Sir, if one indulges himself in work and then can it affect the longevity?
Yes, it will.